children, right now we have studied about photosynthesis. The three steps which takes place during photosynthesis, they are absorption of light energy, and second step, which is conversion of this light energy into chemical energy, and which causes photolysis of water. Photolysis, splitting of water molecules, and afterwards reduction of carbon dioxide into carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, C6H12O6, a simple sugar. So it's not necessary that all these steps takes place one after another, because in desert plants this process occurs in little bit different way. What happens, because in desert plant, to avoid the transpiration, because transpiration, a process in which plants uses water in the form of water vapors, and it happens with the help of stomata. Stomata are the tiny pores, so their stomata are closed. So these plants at night, these plants absorb carbon dioxide, and you know that gaseous exchange also occurs through stomata. So at night plants absorb carbon dioxide, and afterwards they make an intermediate compound. And during day, energy which is absorbed by chlorophyll, it atomate and convert it into glucose. Glucose, a simple sugar. So this is the process which occurs in desert plants. So children, now I would like to tell you that green plants, all green plants including desert plants, they have chlorophyll in them. They are photoautotrophs because they harness solar energy. And there are some iron and sulfur bacteria which derive energy from chemicals. They derive energy from chemicals. So they are called chemoautotrophs because they make their food with the help of chemicals. So they derive energy from chemicals. That is why they are called chemoautotrophs. And this is also an autotrophic mode of nutrition. So children, till now we have studied about photosynthesis. So photosynthesis occurs in the green parts of the plant, and leaves are the main photosynthetic organ. So major photosynthetic organ, they are leaves, and in leaves photosynthesis occur in chloroplast, which are the site of photosynthesis. And chloroplast, it's a cell organelle which is specially found in mesophyll cells, and I will tell you about this in further. And chloroplast contain chlorophyll pigment in them. So got it? Major photosynthetic organ, they are leaves, and in leaves chloroplast are the site of photosynthesis because chloroplast, they contain chlorophyll pigment in them. And now we will study about the structure of leaf. So children, this is the diagram of cross section of a leaf when we observe it under compound microscope, and compound microscope is also called light microscope. So this part, the small part, this is called specimen that we observe under compound microscope. So when we observe it, it shows a large image of the specimen, and you know, it shows approximately 300 to 1500 times bigger image of the specimen. So when we observe this, it has mesophyll cells. Mesophyll cells, the cells present between the upper epidermis and lower epidermis. So leaf has a waxy cuticle covering which prevents the excess of loss of water, which is transpiration. And the outermost layer, it is upper epidermis and lower epidermis. And the cells present between the upper epidermis and lower epidermis, these are mesophyll cells. And mesophyll cells, they have chloroplast in them. These small dots, they are chloroplast. And they have air space between them. And in the lower guard cells. Guard cells which are found in stomata. Stomata are the tiny pores which allows gaseous exchange. And these air spaces, they help in gaseous exchange. Okay. So these guard cells, they are found in stomata, and stomata are mainly found in lower epidermis of leaf. Now we will study about stomatal opening and closing, because this is an important event of photosynthesis. Stomata are the tiny pores which allows gaseous exchange and transpiration. And I would like to tell you one more thing, that gaseous change, it does not take place through stomata only, because it occurs through the surface of stem, roots and leaves. So stomata, they have guard cells, and guard cells have chloroplast in them. And you know children, these guard cells, they swell up when there is a supply of water. So this pore, the stomatal pore, it gets open. And if plants does not require carbon dioxide, so these pores get closed. So what happens? The water, this comes out from these cells. So these cells, guard cells, they can shrink, and the stomatal pore, it get closed. So this is the opening and closing of stomata.